This is Claridge's in London. It is one of the most iconic hotels due to its royal history and so many other amazing features and fun facts. So I'm going to show you everything I can in this full tour, and we are going to discover if Claridge's is your hotel. I'm going to show you it all, including me professionally washing Claridge's windows. I know. I don't know how that ended up happening either. But before we go any further, did you know that at one point, Claridge's was technically another country? I'll explain that story later, because what makes it even more surprising is how this hotel actually started. The hotel was originally a townhouse called Meifart's Hotel, which opened in 1812. At the time, this entire area was made up of residential homes. Then in 1856, the Claridges bought it along with a neighboring house and slowly combined them, creating what is now one of the most iconic hotels in the world. And I can't even begin to tell you the amount of royals, celebrities, and world leaders who have walked through these doors. Before stepping inside, I was greeted by Mohammed, who asked my name, took my bags, and led me to reception. But I'm going to head back to the foyer to start my day. This is just a brief stop, so I'll show you more of the foyer and explain what it offers later on. I'm in the foyer getting a coffee and an acai bowl because I'm starving. My room isn't quite ready yet, but check-in was a breeze. Hey, oh, come here. Thanks. No, you're good. I came here a few years ago to use the spa, and I always check out their Christmas decor or holiday decor every year, and all the staff interactions I've had were so friendly, and so far it's just lived up to that, so it's been really lovely. To the right of the lobby is the grand staircase and seating area, but every Christmas, a tree usually designed by a major fashion house takes over this space, which is always a topic of interesting conversation. And there's something else interesting about Claridge's, because while it's known for its history, it has also just gone through a major multi-million-pound renovation. So you might be wondering, has the new Claridge's stayed true to what made it iconic, or has it changed? Let's find out. From this photo of the late Queen Elizabeth, you can already start to sense the royal ties. Even some of the security staff here used to work for the late Queen. But back to this grand staircase, because if you're like me and have the curiosity to see what's at the top, we will have to find out. Wondered what was up at the top of the staircase, so it's kind of fun to see it finally. Wow, the ceiling is absolutely fabulous. I know that there are some suites up here. Connor mentioned that the new wing is a bit more modern than the older part of the building, so if you like more modern, go in the newer part of the wing. If you like more classic traditional, try to stick in this main building. An entry-level room would look like this and be around 35 square meters or 377 square feet. At this point, I wasn't aware I had been upgraded from entry-level to the Mayfair category, which is slightly larger. And before we head to the room, I want to share one of the best Claridge's stories. Remember when I said this hotel was technically another country? This story begins at the archive gallery. How fun. This is an archive cabinet. It's filled with all this old Claridge's memorabilia. And one of the most interesting facts about Claridge's is that in World War II, there was a lot of royals that were international royals that had to come to Claridge's and were seeking refuge. And one of them was Yugoslavian royalty, and the wife was pregnant, and she went into labor here, but it was a rule that all royal children need to be born on royal soil. So what they had to do was order in earth or dirt, and they put it under the bed, and Winston Churchill had pronounced this Yugoslavian territory so the prince could be born on royal soil.
I'm headed to the newly added 8th floor to see my room. The renovation added 4 new floors, increasing the bedrooms from 203 to 269.
This is on the outside. It looks like there's a light up for the butler, maid, valet.
The design company Rigby & Rigby designed the 7th and 8th floor in a contemporary style. Contemporary can be described as style of the moment, with a less is more philosophy that favors clean lines, open spaces, and a mix of natural and modern materials. After a guest stay, Claridge's will take note of how a guest prefers to live, such as where their toiletries are and how clothing is stored to provide the best experience. And all room categories feature this smart Japanese toilet.
The bathroom can be sectioned off from the hallway, and the bedroom can be sectioned off as well. You notice so many details. There's so many monogrammed items. Even the luggage rack has the Claridge's logo on it. But yeah, let me show you these closets. Ooh, Life For Me, that's a great yoga brand. I just saw the Claridge's bag and I got so excited because I don't know if this is lame, but I love hotel bags. They are so nice and high quality and just so beautiful. This is the steamer and the Dyson hairdryer, but they can also bring the Dyson Airwrap to your room if you request it. I got the Dine package, the Art Dine package.
It's actually called the Art of Dining package, and it will be worth it for some people because the breakfast rate would be £80 more than the room rate, but the Art of Dining package is only £100 more per night, and you get breakfast along with a bottle of champagne, a welcome cake, which I will show you soon, and £100 dining credit per day, which would cover the afternoon tea. Claridge's also has a famous saying, the staff will do anything for a guest as long as it's not illegal. So, unfortunately, I haven't been able to request anything.
All of the juices are complimentary. The alcohol and face masks and things, those are extra.
This is the light switch, heat and air conditioning, and I'll even show you what the other Mayfair rooms look like.
So you can see how my room is slightly bigger, 834. Look at 808. Oh my goodness.
Claridge's uses numerous renowned interior designers throughout their hotel and bedrooms to ensure unique character rather than a single unified design. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments. I could see some people loving this, or some people think it's crazy.
The 8th floor is the top level. Besides the penthouse. The penthouse is the only thing above this floor. And the 8th floor has a private lift and a spa lift as well.
The third category of bedrooms is called the Claridges. They're 10 square meters larger than Mayfair and also offer different designs. Wait until you see the suite tour I have for you at the end of this video.
They have these amazing balcony areas with a stunning view. One thing that has just definitely surprised me is the fact that a hotel like this, of its stature, its reputation, its royal ties to history, you might expect there to be an air of pretentiousness. That is not the case at all. They are so willing to cater to whatever you need and welcome everyone that comes through the doors. And yeah, that type of energy makes you feel so good, and I see it in the guest interactions as well. They're so excited to be here and so excited to interact with the staff.
In fact, if you have a Claridge's story, we would all love to read it in the comments. There is so much more to show you. I am going to start with a couple of popular spots like Claridge's bar. Here you can enjoy thoughtfully crafted drinks, rare spirits, and a selection of dishes, from delicious looking burgers to caviar, in an Art Deco inspired lounge designed by David Collins' studio. The inside space was very popular, and I'm sure the outdoor space gets booked up really quickly in warmer months. There is also a smaller area called the Snuggery, which can fit up to 20 people. This bar had an energy about it where people loved to gather or have meetings, but there's another bar across the hall that has a very different feeling.
This is the Fumor behind me. It's a bar that anyone can come into. In the past, it was a gentleman's bar and cigar lounge because women weren't allowed to smoke then. It's been a favorite of Winston Churchill and Prince Philip. They used to come here. It's very quaint and small and quite a special little place to come relax and hide away. It has been serving drinks since 1929, and classic cocktails start from 25 pounds and alcohol-free cocktails start at 15 pounds.
Since we're on the topic of drinks, let's check out Claridge's wine cellar.
Guests can go in, choose a wine to enjoy in their room or take back home with you, which is a nice touch.
Sometimes we have to mix business with pleasure, so if that's the case for you, you may like to seek refuge here.
This business center area is called the Map Lounge, so people can come relax. There's little snacks, drinks, and you could work from here. It's a really quiet space.
I was told this used to be a barber shop many years ago, and the barber now works at the hotel in another position, if I'm not mistaken, so I think that's quite a nice story. But here you can see guests have access to a desktop and can serve themselves drinks. Now it's time to go back to the room and get ready for afternoon tea.
Came back in the room and saw that they gave me a little crust cake. It looks amazing. I want to try it, but I also want to save room for afternoon tea. So, dilemmas. You can smell the cocoa just wafting up and a nice little gold leaf sprinkled on there. Oh my God. It's this marriage between like a salted caramel cream and a gooey brownie and chocolate mousse. That's what it's like on a bed of cocoa nibs. Really melts in your mouth, and then the cocoa nibs give it a bit of crunch. This makes me so excited to try the afternoon tea. I said I was only gonna have one bite, and look at this. This is my problem. It's never just one bite, is it?
No, you need more willpower.
My afternoon tea is like right now, so I need to go, but...
If you want to see one of the most popular afternoon teas in London, which is booked out months in advance, don't miss this video.
I'm already enjoying the menu, which has little stories.
After tea, I had to see one of Claridge's newest additions, which is at the back of the building down an alleyway called Brooks Mews.
Hello! I'm great! This is the famous bakery I've been hearing all about. This is Kate, and she is so sweet. She's gonna explain what the most popular item is and some little secrets.
Oh, this. So the most popular item we have is our Jammy Dodger. So you can see it down here in the display case. So it's a really sweet tart case. But one of our most popular as well, which is actually my favorite, is the Bakewell tart. So you've got cherry icing inside your sweet tart case. You've got the same icing on top as well. So you've got your space here that our bakers, very famous bakers, work. They come in the morning, and it's so nice when customers do come in the morning because you get to watch them make the bread. They're making the sourdoughs and the bloomers and everything in the morning.
Why are they famous bakers? Who are they?
Well, first of all, they're famous just because they're amazing. They're really good at their job. But as well, for the first couple of weeks, we had Richard Hart here. So he's a famous baker. He's opened chain bakeries in Copenhagen, wrote loads of books as well. So he helped them set up this. And then you've got Barbara and Fred, which is our sous chef and our head chef. Yes.
If carbs aren't your thing, maybe cars are. See what I did there? The Claridge's house car is complimentary for guests on a first-come, first-served basis from 4 to 9 p.m. Check out the Swarovski crystals in the headlamps. The car types available do vary, but mainly consist of a Mercedes S-Class or BMW 7 Series, which is what you see here. These rides will take you on a one-way trip from Claridge's anywhere within a 2-mile radius.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So when it comes down, the screens, the windows automatically go up and the shade comes up too. Oh, that is so awesome. Wow, Swarovski crystal on it was headlamps. And then up there, the fronts. The chair massagers feel nice. That was great.
If you didn't want to leave the hotel to go shopping, you could always come here.
This is the Claridge's boutique where you can buy Claridge's gifts. I see candles, cute little bears, bags, really nice items that you can take home, remember Claridge's, or give as a really nice gift. Most popular gift, Claridge's matches. So this is the Claridge's candle. They're also very popular, and the scent is wafting through the hallways. Do you know what scent it is? Honey with patchouli and tonka. Oh, it's a flower. Okay, but I love patchouli, so. Oh my gosh. That is a big candle. This candle is as big as my head. Oh, it's so heavy. So this is pretty cool. This is the Connaught Bar recipes and iconic creations. And Connaught is another fabulous hotel in London, and that's the Claridge's sister property. So Connor was telling me how you could go to the Connaught and charge anything back to your room at Claridge's. How cool is that?
Claridge's also has its own cocktail book you can buy online. Doesn't that look delicious? Both Claridge's and the Connaught are under the Maybourne Hotel Group, along with some other famous London hotels like the Berkeley, the Emery, along with 2 hotels abroad, Maybourne Beverly Hills and Maybourne French Riviera. I wanted to feel like I was in the warm French Riviera weather, so I got ready to go to the spa.
I just got back from the spa and Turndown service came, but you'll have to check out the Claridge's spa video if you haven't seen that. And this is what the Turndown service did. You can see the lights are dimmed, the curtains are drawn, slippers out, a slipper mat, water next to the bed, and a little fun fact. This bed looks so comfortable. Look at that pillow splash. I forgot my toothbrush, so someone is bringing up a dental pack. So cute, thank you. I love this.
Is there anything else we can look at?
No, this is it. Thank you so much, you too. That was the fanciest delivery of a dental kit. Oh my gosh, I loved that. Forget your toothbrush. You need to experience this. It's kind of nice because I only said I needed one, but they brought two. So we have a toothpick, Marvis, which is a very strong toothpaste, and this wooden toothbrush.
Yes. The mattress is good. It's soft, but firm. It is pretty firm in a good way. Good night.
Good morning. If you watched my full tour of Four Seasons Hampshire, you may have known that my goal for this year is having a little thing I'm grateful for every day, so daily gratitude. And I just can't stop thinking about this lady I met on the tube coming to Claridge's yesterday. And before I usually do full tours, I get a little bit nervous, especially in an amazing hotel like this that has so much royal history, and I get nervous that I'm not going to do the hotel justice in the filming, if I'm going to capture it correctly as it should be. And then I get nervous about being as discreet as possible for the guests and hoping I don't get in any guest way. And then I was just also so grateful and excited to be able to come here, and I started getting emotional about it, and this woman on the tube sees me tearing up and like taps me. I was also trying to not ruin my makeup, so I was sitting there like and this woman on the tube taps me and gives me a tissue and then a big hug before she left. And then thinking about how lovely she was made me start tearing up again. So then I had to think about something else. So yes, thank you, lovely, wonderful tube lady. You are so sweet. Normally, no one even looks at you on the tube. So the fact she even noticed I'm there like fighting for my life to save my makeup was really sweet of her. Okay, let's go see what else this hotel has in store for us today.
I didn't notice this last night, but by the bed, they put the breakfast menu. So you just pull it out, fill it out, and then you can hang it on the door if you want breakfast in the room. Or like most guests, you may prefer to have breakfast in the Art Deco foyer and reading room, where you can enjoy freshly made pastries, a variety of newspapers, and a ceiling chandelier with 800 pieces that have to be all hand cleaned overnight. You'll find seasonal British favorites for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. However, they do have some international choices like the Japanese breakfast and shakshuka.
This is the reading room. It's through the archways right off of the foyer. The reading room is a bit quieter, so you still get the magnificent view of the foyer, but it's going to be a bit more calm and peaceful. So it's a great place if you don't want to talk over more noise, or maybe you want to have a quieter meeting in this space. This would be the place to do it.
Remember when I said how Claridge's will literally do anything for a guest as long as it's not illegal? Well, they have had some interesting requests. On a 2-hour notice, they had to obtain a horse carriage driven by 4 white horses. They've also had to change out bathtubs with jacuzzis and even redecorate entire rooms just for a single guest stay. I sat in the foyer and it took me a while to decide because it all looked so good. While I didn't think I could eat a full English breakfast, Jess let me add certain elements of the full English to the avocado and toast. And while sitting here, I spoke to another American couple who chose Claridge's for the prestigious Mayfair location, its proximity to shopping, and a local's recommendation.
That is amazing. In terms of the dress code, there is none here because they want people to arrive in what they feel comfortable in. There's no judgment here. And in terms of the types of guests I see, they're from all walks of life, really. And I mean, I think that kind of showcases in the menu. I did expect to see more British people in general, just because it's such an iconic classic British hotel, but I hear a lot of American accents. You see people from the Middle East and all over. Buttery, flaky, lovely.
Another place you can have breakfast is Claridge's restaurant, but I'll show you that later. For now, I wanted to show you a secret underground space off of the foyer called l'épicerie, meaning grocery store in French. This is an immersive and exclusive chef's table experience for up to 14 guests. It's booked 4 to 5 times a week, you guys, and I got to meet head chef Richard Calley.
So what type of food can guests expect down here? Is the menu tailored to them individually, or?
It can be done, yeah. Normally we got our standard a la carte we serve on the foyer restaurant upstairs.
Okay.
But it can always be tailored, you know, if the guest wants something special. There's long-term like staying guests, they come here, generations come here, and then they probably have dish that they had 30, 40 years ago. We just skip the back to,
wow.
you know, yeah, you know, it's Claridge's, you get what you want.
Yeah.
What's different about this experience is you don't just get a nice room with a perfect kitchen. This is where everything is being made, even the afternoon tea pastries. If you need a bigger party space, try the ballroom, where it can fit 500 guests in a standing reception or 240 seated. This space was just finishing an event which had taken place the day before. Some of the rooms off of the ballroom were so extravagant and breathtaking, I just have to show you. Another amazing space to hire would be the Painter's Bar, which used to be public, but now it's an exclusive event space. This bar inspired the design of the spa's hammam, which features pink onyx marble, and it's called the Pink Room. But that's enough event space for now. Let's step outside and I can show you some of the surrounding area. Mayfair is globally renowned as one of London's most exclusive and affluent districts, known for its high-end residential properties, luxury shopping, particularly on Bond Street and in Burlington Arcade. It has Michelin-star dining and obviously prestigious hotels. It is a premier center for arts and culture, which is why I want to show you Claridge's cafe called Art Space. It's a cafe for art lovers with an art gallery. And look at this, World's Best Pastry Shop Award. I'm not surprised because remember that chocolate crust cake I had in my room? You can get it here. The most popular item, which happens to be the pastry chef's favorite, is the Tahiti Vanilla, which has a vanilla mousse and almond praline in the middle and a thin layer of white chocolate, which rests on this thin biscuit base. The Perrotin Gallery was founded in Paris and has over 20 galleries across the globe. The exhibitions seem to change frequently, giving us a good reason to come back.
It smells so good down here.
bits of feathers that he has configured into these amazing
Oh wow,
patterns.
these are feathers.
And these are both hand dyed.
Oh my gosh, these are all feathers. You would never know. Guinea fowl. Wow. That is unbelievable. Thank you so much. What was your name?
Tabby.
When I made my way to the front of the building, I passed Claridge's restaurant, which I still need to show you, but this is also when I met Billy.
Hi, Billy.
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
So much.
Would you like to have a go?
All right, yeah, of course. Okay, we are going to see the magic in action and how skilled you
Come
are.
on like that.
Okay.
And then bring it up to this corner. And then go down. Put a bit of pressure on it. Then go
Yeah.
back up to this corner. That's not bad, John. Look at that. Yeah, look at that.
Corn
And
cleaner.
it's just a figure eight.
That's pretty. But you are quite fast.
No, that's fantastic. Well done.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Well done.
This is very therapeutic. Thank you so much, Billy.
That's okay. No
This
problem.
is my morning therapy.
That's it for the day. No more.
I know I'm going to steal your job now.
Yeah, why not? Nice to meet you, man.
Thank you so much.
As you can see, Billy re-washed the window I just washed, but I don't blame you, Billy. It's fine, I understand, and I forgive you. Look at how fast he is here, and this is slow motion. I'll show him again on full speed. Everyone should write something to him in the comments. My microphone wasn't working here, but I said, oh my god, that was amazing. I never expected to be at Claridge's washing windows, and that was probably the highlight of my stay, funny enough. Before I show you the lovely suite, I have to show you this beautiful lift. Up until a few years ago, Claridge's had lift operators, and that was their full-time job, but since then, the lifts have become automatic.
Oh my goodness.
Now we are on our way to see Suite 318, designed by Michelle Wu, who is the lead designer for Mayborn Group. Can we take a moment to appreciate this 4-bedroom penthouse, which has a heated pool, private gym, and a Steinway piano? Now I finally can show you Claridge's restaurant, but first we're gonna take a stop at a special bathroom.
So obviously Claridge's is an Art Deco oasis, as you can see, and the bathroom is really cool. I want to show you. You might see Carlota here, and she's the amazing cloakroom attendant, but this is the entrance. Look at this pillar. Hi, Carlota. This is Claridge's restaurant, and it's in partnership with Dante at the moment. Dante is from New York City, New York, and they're an Italian-American restaurant. So that is the kind of collaboration we have here with the food, and you'll find a lot of just relaxed, nice dining options here. You can come here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they have a fabulous bar. Loved that chilled glass. Thank you. Most popular dishes are the spicy chicken and the ragu. This is a pretty good sized salad and it smells amazing, that truffle wafting up, so I can't wait to eat this. I would never have thought to put truffle with like a citrusy salady dish, but it's really nice, especially with the cheese on top. So in terms of who Claridge is for, although it's 60% American, it has that international appeal with different types of food on the menu and all the staff that speak different languages. They're used to catering to people from other countries. I think it's best for people who want a great location close to shopping, but also come and you have that wow factor right as you step into the door. But you also get the wow factor in the Claridge's name. You can say, oh, I'm staying at Claridge's, and it's an ooh reaction. And you'll find these amazing little details, obviously the Art Deco, but you're able to kind of spend time in a different room each time you come here as well, based on the designer that designed your room, which is amazing, all the different types of suites they have on offer. Not to mention, there are more things coming because the renovation is not finished yet. You know how they went 5 floors deep? They're still expanding into a lot of that space. They're gonna put stores, retail, they're putting another gym, which is more of a cardio space in there. So there's a lot more exciting things to come here as well. Every day from 3 to 6, they have live music, and he just started playing, so I'm gonna have to show you. And he sings. He's so good. It's like making me emotional. This is so ridiculous. What is wrong with me? I'm freaking coming into Claridge's like with tears in my eyes and leaving crying as well. And it is sad to leave. I don't want to leave. But that's a sign of a good stay. This is Jess. He made my whole stay and afternoon tea every time I dined here is so lovely. And I just want to ask him, what is the best part about Claridge's and working here?
Service, teamwork.
Service and teamwork.
Yeah, service and
Amazing.
teamwork. People are very happy to be here,
Yeah.
working for Claridge's.
Yeah, I saw you had so many regulars that recognized you and we were happy
yeah.
to see you again.
After 5 years of working for Claridge's, I've built some connection with my guests. I'm very friendly with them as well, and I'm very extremely happy to welcome them.
Yeah. And what's special about your afternoon tea?
The pastries.
The pastries.
The pastries are very tasty.
And here is the final question for you. Is Claridge's your hotel? Like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe if you want to see more luxury hotels, and watch the video on the screen next because YouTube thinks you're going to love it.